Alright squids, I'm back on the Tmax, and this time I'm gonna go see if the bike is heating up. Oh man, this bike has been a pain in the ass, but you know, so far transmission seems to work really well. Time will tell. And now it is heating up properly. So before I looked at the temperature, it took a while to even get to the middle. And we're gonna take her for a short spin and definitely keep our eye out on that coolant. Man, that was such a pain. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad this bike is working now. It seems like I curse myself every time I ride it. And this bike feels much nicer to ride, at least for me, than the Silverwing. I enjoyed the Silverwing. That thing was just very smooth, comfortable, but the position on that bike was much more reclining. You sit. This one is like a taller bike. Suspension on it is harder. It feels sportier. Much better. I mean, this thing has got quite a bit of pep. Yeah, this bike is way more fun to ride than the Silverwing. You know, I don't want to knock the Silverwing. It's a freaking amazing bike. I think if I want a maxi scooter, the Silverwing is just, it's a Honda, you know. But the Tmax holds its value way more than the Silverwing. I mean, just go online, look at Silverwings. I mean, maybe it's location specific, but Silverwings around this area just sell for like $2,500 to $3,000. Now that I have the bike fully fixed, I can start looking at the bike more how anybody can look at bikes, which is my favorite way. How they handle, how they ride. The bike is extremely smooth, just like you'd expect from, man, that guy didn't even wave at me. It's the scooter thing. Bikers don't wave at scooters sometimes. So coolant is done. Bike is running cool. So this one's got heater grips. I'm gonna turn it on because it is very cold here. It's gotten cold in the DC area lately. I kind of wish I had some nice warm days to enjoy this bike. Now I'm wondering, is that fuel gauge accurate? There's no way I'm going 60, right? I gotta get... This might be accurate, I don't know, 55 miles an hour. You know, I enjoy that about some bikes, that they just feel super fast even though they're not. Like a Ninja 250, it feels like you're going 1,000 miles an hour when you're going 35. It feels so good to get this bike running. Oh my god, so much work. It does feel good. You have the sense of accomplishment when you take a bike that just was abandoned. I can't believe somebody abandoned this poor thing. See, this is why I like older bikes. It's like you can get a perfectly good bike if you just look around. And especially in the winter, this is the time to get stuff. People want to get rid of the contents of their garage. So they're just like willing to sell things at a loss. Still quite a bit of work needed, but it's mostly cosmetic. I mean, when you think about all the things I did, I mean, the bike is, motor-wise, is practically new. Engine oil, all of that good stuff. You got the belt. The dry belt is done. The dry belt, all the filters are done. Coolant has been bled like hell. Oh man, Only thing really is the rear tire, the windshield, and the seat. Sure, I need brake pads eventually. They seem to be working really well. The brakes are great. There's some like issues with the plastic I have to fix. I'll be working on this. I'm actually thinking about replacing the battery with a lithium battery. It's just man, those lithium batteries are so good, and they just remove all the weight from the top, and they're almost non-existent with the amount of weight. So I don't know why Yamaha just decides to put weight up top with their batteries. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. And I will try and fix these. I don't know if you can tell in video, but there's these marks going down just from the rain and stuff, which I don't like. And then, you know, there's a couple of scuffs here and there. Those don't bother me very much. Seen better days for sure. And I am missing a part. I don't know what happened. There's this little bracket here that when I was removing the windscreen misplaced, and I had it in my hand, and the video that I made shows it in my hand, and I just no idea what I did with it. So sometimes that happens. But yeah, that's Tmax. You have the gas here, so I had to drill that out. Remember, ignition, I had to take everything apart. The seat latch mechanism, like, it's latched, it works now. Everything works. And pretty deep size underseat storage, which I really like. When you have this bike, see, here's another issue with this bike. When you put it on the center stand, the front wheel touches the ground. So if you want to lift up the front wheel, you still have to jack up the front to remove the front wheel. Get on the bike and go for a ride. You have to pull up the kickstand to start it, but it starts like right up. That I never even realized. So these buttons, very difficult to kind of get to, I guess, without gloves. So you have a select and reset. So you have trip B, trip. But you also have something I really like about this particular Yamaha. You click on this, you have a oil and trip. So 25 miles on this oil interval. I love that because it keeps you, you know, tracking the maintenance of this bike. And you also have another trip for the V-belt when you last replaced the V-belt, and I replaced it 25 miles. So I kind of like that a lot about this bike. 18,000 miles on it, which makes you question why it needed a new clutch. You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have a new clutch on 18,000 miles. Yeah, you just don't know what else could possibly go wrong. You know, when this bike was overheating, I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's the water pump. And that's another big ticket item. I'm glad it wasn't. That is the status of the Tmax. We are finally moving in the direction that we need to. We still have work to do, but man, I can see it. I can finally make content of me riding it, which is what I really enjoy. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this adventure, please hit like and subscribe. Most people that watch the videos, they're not subscribers, so yeah, just hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.